Like that's yeah.
I totally understand that. Y'all know what it is, man. Who we on? 22.
Picky.
22.
You got the side view monitor?
Nah. We all good.
22.
22.
Picky plan.
Yeah,
Is it 22?
Yeah, it is.
Last week was 21. It's 22.
18.
Little.
Or 19.
Wow.
Last week was 21 gun salute.
21 gun salute.
21 gun salute, man. It's still RP Nipsey Hussle, man. We back in the building though. Planet Pert podcast. Welcome to Planet Pert, where you get in free, but you gotta be a G, like a Newport short in Louisiana Parish jail. Ain't got no filter, man. But when we jumped in here, man, we was just talking about Kodak and his antics and T.I. and his antics. And I really don't think anybody's right or wrong. That's why I was about to go with you on that. I think because when you put it out there when Kodak goes out there and says what he says
what do you
about,
mean right or wrong?
For what they're doing. No, just for going on the internet, not behind what he's saying. Like Kodak's fucked up with that. That shit was crazy. The widow, like the mind, that's crazy, bro. Like the whole widow and his that. And so that's already blasted out there. Then the blogs pick up on it. Yeah. So all that information's already on there. So to overcloud that, T.I. comes on there and says what T.I. says, you know, and best believe that it isn't really. And I don't really look like he was trying to check the nigga. He's just like, hey, bro, chill out with that. But Kodak doesn't really give a fuck what nobody say because he against the grain anyway. So he comes back with his rebuttals and he talks even more disrespectful shit. And that's what he does. He just keeps talking disrespectful shit on top of disrespectful shit. But is that like part
of his rollout plan or something?
That's just who he. D-Rose really think he kind of slow, like Gucci. Like, you know what I mean? Let's keep it real. No, like Gucci, yeah. Because even Jeezy was like, man, Gucci kind of slow, bro. That's what people don't realize. Like, you know, yeah, but I mean, no disrespect to either one. But like, yeah, you slow. But they ain't got nothing to do with me. Everybody not fast. You feel me? Some people move slow. Some people talk slow. That's you.
That's true.
You know?
But is this part of his profile to be controversial or to just be doing dumb shit?
He a project nigga.
Because I also read that, and this could be right or wrong, I don't know, but you know, it's a lot of sources, a lot of different whatevers. Yeah. But that he didn't put that out. Like, it wasn't, he didn't know he didn't release that. Like, it was like he was just chopping up his people, I was like, just saying some dumb shit, and then somebody else was filming him. You know, put up D'Angelo Russell on him and filming him, and he didn't know. So I'm just saying, like, with that perspective.
Oh no, I already thought about that. I was like, whoever posted that is an asshole because they were chasing the clout token, the attention token. They were looking for the new crack. They looking for the new drug of attention. They were looking for that, bro. Like, cause I was like, damn, if I was in the room and we was fucking around like that, number one, if I did say it, cut the live off, delete the live, because you got an option to delete the live after you're done with any live video on any platform. They say, do you want to save this or delete it? Delete it, get rid of it before somebody comes back. Now, people could say, oh, he said this, he said that, whatever. Without that video, nobody really gives a fuck, right? Because what we say, picture or it didn't happen, right? Video or it didn't happen. So he could have got rid of that, bro. It's a circle of niggas that he fucking with. And he needs whoever, exactly. And I don't know if the niggas in, what is it, Spider Gang or what is it? Sniper Gang, whatever the hell it is. I don't know, fucking know. I don't follow these coons. Yeah. But if it was, but yeah, he does. But if they was really in his circle, they would have deleted the shit. But them little dudes don't care because they're willing to die behind nothing anyway. Right. So they don't really give a shit. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, yeah, but that doesn't, that still, you know, that still doesn't justify anything because now you start fucking up your revenue. So you start getting banned from the radio. Then you got to.
But who would have called that?
What do you mean?
Like this, how far it's gone based on those comments?
Shit, I could have called it.
That was disrespectful. Yeah.
No, I didn't say it wasn't disrespectful, man. But as far as banning,
as soon as T.I. came out with his shit, I knew old buddy was gonna come back with some static shit.
But that's not.
I'm saying, but
it's the initial comments that got him banned, though.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And who would have thought that those comments would have been taken that far? Because I'm like, let's be honest, we've heard worse.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially for those who actually are looking for controversy.
It's just the power of the internet. You know what I'm saying?
So like, right, that's what I'm saying. It's like, so, of course, I mean, it based on how the video was looking, it's not like he was like, hey, film me saying this and put it out on purpose.
No, he was on a bunch of drugs talking.
Right. So, like, could anybody have called, okay, if I say some disrespectful stuff, it's going to go that far? Like, have we ever canceled anybody that fast for saying something like that before?
I think it just shows, like, it shows two things, right? So the first thing that it shows.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's not warranted. I'm just saying, could anybody have seen that?
No, we'll talk. But like, the first thing is that it shows that the people who are around him, right? He already has legal trouble because he got mixed up with women shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's already paying for lawyers, right?
Right.
And so the thing is, for me, is all right. Now you're not only. See, all that other shit, like that shit that you can just pawn off the street shit, right?
Right.
But this is like somebody leaked some information and they did that shit while you were looking away from the camera. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So like that's some snake shit. So you got to start cleaning house on real.
That's what I'm talking about.
You can't trust anybody. Two, it shows how much like people actually took this death. Cause let's talk about. We're on 22 right now. How many people have we talked about who have died? Probably 22 or more, right?
Possibly so.
And so now we're over at Nipsey, which, like, you know, real talk, they're about to fill up the Staples Center for that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, his shit gonna be on BET, bro.
Man.
Yeah, but they were selling tickets on
Yeah.
No, you gotta
eBay,
be in California.
I know, but they were selling tickets on eBay.
Yeah,
Don't know how real that was, bro. But that's sick, though.
No, I'm pretty
sick.
It's
bro, there's people that want to go there, though.
That's sick. Selling tickets to a memorial?
That
man wouldn't want that, bro.
I'm just saying somebody. I'm looking at perspective.
No,
somebody
of course
really
not,
wanted
but
to
it's
go.
valuable, though.
If somebody was a real fan
There's
or
still value in
somebody
it.
that wanted to go, then
I can see people.
I mean, they did it for Michael. They're gonna do it for him.
I'm just saying that goes against.
They did it for Michael.
Mike.
That they
but there's no difference in putting a RP T-shirt selling that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That they selling tickets to his funeral. That's the sick part.
No, the sick part is that this is just a precursor to when Michael Jordan falls.
That goes against everything.
Think about it. Like, all right, this is a rapper, Nipsey Hussle, who most people didn't know, right? For those who are longtime fans. Man, I was one of them. For those who weren't, welcome, right? But at the same time, it's like, yeah, this is one of those where, all right, for those who didn't have Biggie and Tupac, here's your Tupac, right? Okay. Here's the fallen angel who was a thug too, right? And I feel that, and I feel what they're doing, and I feel trying to name things after him and all that just to keep this moment going. Yeah. But like, man, I'm not hearing enough people over here trying to do the marathon, man. I'm not hearing enough people who are still keeping that same energy, because at first it was like, man, we're gonna focus more, we're gonna change a few things, right. And now we're over talking about clout. Now we're over I knew eBay.
The reason why nobody running the marathon store because they caught up in the clout and the rent, and they're making so much money off of their name, so they so focused off of people making money, and it's blinding them from the truth of what they need to really do.
Right.
Because if it wouldn't be all this record with the promoters and all these millions of dollars, and with the new people and selling, the fake people selling, his business partner making money, it wouldn't be focused on that.
It's really interesting to me that they have bootleg shirts now.
This was fucked up.
Well, that's
interesting to you versus selling tickets.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same.
All that shit.
To me, it's the same thing. Like you selling free tickets, and you also got people that's making.
That's like me charging niggas when I die.
Nah, that shit just makes me like just think about
you let everybody
how much hustle is out there, right? How much hustle is out there. Or it makes me think that, like, you know, we got like some sick morals when it comes to that.
So okay, all right.
That's the obvious thing now.
So who's paying? Let's
shit. That's the elephant in the fucking room.
Who's paying? Where's this money going?
Exactly.
Now.
Exactly. What money?
It's going in
the bootleg money, or
nah, the bootleg money's going to whoever bootleg. I'm talking about the funeral.
Exactly. It's going to some promoters or whatever they call it.
Where's his money?
You talking about when people sell their tickets? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, and it beat.
I think that's that bootleg, because I think weren't the tickets free, correct?
The tickets were free.
Right. So if you were in line, or if you got them quick and then turned around and sold them, you know that money.
So
LA zip code.
So they're scouting the tickets.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that the Staples Center was okay.
Those things are free.
All right. It's still disgusting. It's still disgusting. Yeah. I was like,
me too.
Why do y'all not? Why is it not bothering y'all?
No.
Like, nigga.
No, it's not supposed to be sold.
Oh, okay.
Now you heard what I said? That's why I was like, I thought
that's why I was comparing it to the t-shirt thing.
I got you, bro.
I'm in my room and I'm making an RP Nipsey shirt. I'm telling you, proceeds going to Nipsey, but they're really going to my pocket.
Okay.
You buying a $300
Because I was like, and
that's where I got like a little bit of
now in honor of Nipsey, if you were going to sell tickets or make people pay to come to the funeral, right, to the memorial, then if that money went like back into a community program or something like that, then I would be like, okay, that's still kind of that's really honorable in his death, right? Well, because think about it though, because you could probably raise millions of dollars that goes towards after school programs and building the things that he was building in the neighborhood.
Well, I think
you see what I'm saying? Like,
put a price on the tickets and still sell out.
That's what I'm saying. But if that money went back to that, then I wouldn't.
But I also think too, like
pocketing that, even for the family pocketing that would be fucked up, bro.
To me,
that's just me, because that wasn't what he was about.
Like, I don't think any funerals you should have to pay for. You know what I mean? Ever to get into because all you're doing is paying your respects.
Of course.
But while there, I'm pretty sure you can donate to his charity, right, to his cause. You can, people gonna be donating to the family, and that's what happens.
Yeah, I got you.
They might, drop a couple whatever. After the funeral, they put their donation in, or send some money to the family for their support or whatnot.
Trying to pay to go to.
But paying to pay your respects, and I think that's not right.
Like the whole thing is just kind of getting sick.
Because at the point is, aren't you technically paying to get in church?
$400. These
you know what I mean?
Tripping, bro.
But yeah, ain't you paying at that point? Aren't you paying to get in church?
Well, but like I got a problem with people on all sides of it, right? Because like we got Warren right now who's over here calling out everybody who is just fake, like I don't know, man, like just faking that they're that sad about it, right?
Yeah.
And so like for me, like I was sad about it. We all know I said my piece about it, but it was like
I just got back right this week about that shit, man.
Well, it's like I couldn't just separate it from all the shit, man. Like I couldn't separate it from the Trayvon. If we just want to go with names that we all know, let's just get the list.
Like I've been mad at that shit. So like it was another strike to just.
I think I was even madder than a Trayvon. Maybe. Just because, bro. We talked about we want to get back into it just because it's just from brother to brother, right? Yeah. Like that's the part of it that is worse than when white people kill us. Like it is. It's all fucked up either way it goes, even when cops do it. But when it's brother to brother and especially somebody that was preaching unity and trying to do good shit, like that's just disappointing to me. And my first stage of mourning last week was just anger. That's what I was talking about on EP2.0. I was like, bro, my thing was anger. That's why I was like, man, fuck, they ain't helping nobody, ain't helping this or that. After I released it, of course. But on 2.0, I was just like, man, you know what? Like now I'm at a different stage of grief. Right. Like I'm willing to invest time to help people. Right. But it's not about to be for older people. I'm just a youth, bro. Because people our age, if they're not, we can't change that. We can't change who they are. Like life has to change who they are. Like they have to hit rock bottom and really go through some things to wake up one day and to get on the right path. So I wouldn't waste my time helping people if not inside my family come up or help them out in any type of way, shape, or form. That's just me. That's just me.
Still radio segment or something.
The kids I fuck with.
No. Maybe a news segment anyway. But the chick that was speaking was talking about how how people that are suffering PTSD just by turning on the news, right?
Yes.
Just seeing social media, just seeing deaths and over, and it's like PTSD. And I'm like, and I guess like I'm like, it kind of relate to what Trey was like. At some point for me, it just you almost become desensitized.
Well, it's like I was,
and it's like that's the only reason why it was like. I guess it might have not hit that hard. Like for me, it probably would have hit harder if like there was an innocent child in that parking lot and one of those bullets went to that child. I'm like,
I got you.
Kid didn't have nothing to do with anything.
Yeah,
but not to say that Nipsey's death was warranted. Right. But I'm saying like I think because of the fact that we see it so much. Yeah. It would have only probably moved me if it was like an innocent bystander that that had nothing to do with that life.
Right.
I feel kind of bad that like
that's what you
unfortunately
you're entitled to your own feelings.
Yeah,
but it fucked me up.
Oh no, I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't come down on anybody. I thought that was just as disrespectful as the Kodak situation. I thought it was just as disrespectful as the thread that you had brought up with all these people talking about fucking. And it wasn't even 1 day or 2 days after the man.
The same day.
So so I feel like it was the same thing is for someone to tell, oh, you shouldn't be grieving like that. I feel like that's on the same level of disrespect as that other stuff to sit there.
I'd rather you keep it a buck than do some fake grieving or just because everybody else is doing it. I feel like you don't have to feel that way if it doesn't.
No, I'm saying like I wouldn't. I don't think that was right. To say you why would you grieve, like, you know what I mean, the person that goes after other people for grieving. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's disrespectful.
But like, I don't know half my Facebook friends. If somebody dies and I post it, I get 1 million fucking condolences and they send me thoughts and prayers. So it's the same exact thing. You don't have to know Nipsey Hussle personally. You just know his family's affected by this. So sending thoughts and prayers and condolences is a natural thing that we do. We do it online all the time. So the minute a celebrity died, what happens? Timeline. R.I.P. whoever. R.I.P. this. R.I.P. that. Right?
I mean, we had some hitters though that kind of left. At least for me, like it's been like one of those where your heroes are going. Yeah, and it's crazy when like the heroes are going, everybody's going, and it's like the older you get, like you see more death. You see, we are all PTSD. Everybody is. Yeah, just for the simple fact that I was explaining to somebody the other day, and we watch fights online like it's nothing, right? But we never ever. But like, think about it, Pert. I mean, like, how many times have like we just been there
cut off
and then laugh
on video?
And then
you know what I'm saying? On some type of way, like,
clip, right? Like myself, I'm over here sitting there. I'm sitting there, man. I share all this shit, so like I'm prime candidate #1. You can look at my timeline and see.
It's just that was there. We seen some bullshit.
Yeah, I'm just blessed. I'm blessed. All my social media sites now put that little circle with the little line through it, and then it says sensitive stuff. If you want to watch this, click it. Because a lot of that shit.
But that's only after so many people have reported it.
A lot of y'all shit. It doesn't matter.
No. I'm saying before they even know it's inappropriate. The first couple of views.
Yes. And Instagram don't do that shit.
Yeah, it does now. But if you catch it, it does. Trust me. If you catch it, because you go to the Axe page and show you. Like if you catch, but I'm just saying I don't want to see.
Yeah, of course not.
I didn't want to see. I stopped watching like when the hood fights, like black girls in Fifth Ward. I stopped watching those, right? Because I was like, when you look at like the kids fighting, I stopped watching those. I just stopped watching. If it's not the UFC fighter, some boxing, some legit, we get paid to fight type shit. Honestly, bro, I really don't even be wanting to watch it, man. And I skip right over it because it doesn't entertain me anymore. Because I'm watching our people act like animals and be savages, and then when something happens and these white people, like, we're just giving the fuel for the we're giving them ammo.
That was his point though, was the fact that there's not a lot of people that feel that way. The fact that it's viral means that there's still tens of millions of people that still
because
like
a lot of people.
And I'm saying that's what he's saying the problem is because people still
love and hip hop for the same reason, for the drama, for the fights.
And you're the
actual, corny.
The lower of the group, and that's what I'm saying. He's saying that that's the problem.
I'm saying
that's all he's saying.
I'm not arguing against him.
It's the fact that they go viral means that there are a lot of people that still like that stuff.
Right.
Not just like it.
I don't think we actually like it, bro. Just entertained by it, bro. It's blood sport.
Entertainment is an addiction. No,
I think entertained by what you like, though, right? I'm not entertained by something I don't like.
I think used to hang niggas back in the day. People like that shit.
Right, but you know. Yeah, but what you like is conditional. Like, you can change
that's what I'm getting at with that. Like,
you can like and don't like.
When a nigga got hung on a tree and shot. They got hung on a tree.
It was motherfuckers out there watching that shit,
drug on
laughing and shit, and all kind of shit.
Like people found that entertaining. When they do shit up overseas, bro. Like when they do the little shit when they line rapists up and they kill them, that stadium be full of people, bro. Because people, like he said, you could train people into you don't even know what you like. Just like this whack ass music that comes out. They make us like that shit by playing it all the time.
They don't even know what
the fuck it is.
You can't condition somebody to like something.
Well, I don't know.
Stockholm syndrome?
I don't even know. Well, I don't think it's more like I think that's more of the condition because like at that point when you're over there in these third world countries that's doing that, that's a law. Not like, oh, if you want to come and watch it and cheer, come on. It's more like, this is law. We are proud of our laws. They deserve this, so we're supporting.
But the law ain't for you to have to come out there and be out there.
If we still did public executions, you trying to tell me
people will be out there, man?
No, because
you have motherfuckers paying to see that shit.
No,
because
they'll create a whole another avenue of revenue from that shit.
Because it wouldn't no longer be taboo anymore. It'll be accepted for you to even go and watch.
You're saying no?
I'm saying no.
Okay.
All right. And so here's the why? Because there's a book that I read and it's called Crime and Punishment. It's by this guy named Foucault, and it was basically all this thought behind the prison system, right? Back when it wasn't what we know of as the prison system, but like back in medieval times, back in the Dark Ages. Like how they used to do it prisons, because they used to do different designs of prisons, like putting everybody in the center,
they had like dungeons and shit.
Dungeons and shit, and so
trial and error that shit. That's why it's so great now, because they figured that shit out.
They had real lions.
They did, and what they actually figured out was essentially people will go at first, right? People will go at first. And it's because it becomes entertainment, and it's the shock video, but eventually it becomes like a term where you have to force people to go because they don't want to participate in it once it starts happening more and more.
You realize how programmed you become. You don't want to see that shit no more.
Yeah, and like what I think is what's going on right now is that a lot of us are getting to that point where it's like, all right, I don't really want to see that shit. So because we can choose our content now, right? Our phone tells us that we can choose whatever we want right now. So a lot of us are kind of saying, nah, that's cool. That's cool. I don't want to see that. I want to see different images, right? But the problem is, man.
But not everybody think like that.
Nah, it's that the images are already recorded, so you can use that, right? So back in the day, when they used to say that black people were animals, right? What they do, they would put like, they would put people from other countries in a cage. They would. And they would have them in a zoo so that you can go and observe black people, right? And so that you can know that. So you put them in situations where they might be starved or hungry or something, just so where they're aggressive. So now you perpetuate the myth that they're always aggressive, right? Just like how you can see that meme of the white lady with that certain haircut, and it's like, oh, she's gonna go talk to the manager. You seen that meme? And that's how they do it, right? And so all these images that people don't realize is that you can take it and you can cut it. You can spin it, you can present it however you want, man. But nobody ever really thinks about when we watch these videos where like these two girls are fighting, like what they're fighting about. Right?
Yes, that's
what is the level of survival at where they're
going that hard,
where they gotta go, where they think
they gotta go that hard, right?
So if it's over a guy, what's going on in your life to where a guy has that much value to you? If it's over a bill or some stolen money, what happened? What happened? But we don't ask each other what happened anymore, right? We don't ask each other what's going on. So right now with the whole Nipsey Hussle thing, just to bring it all back, when I saw it, man, like, yeah, I was sad. Just like Pert got angry, I got sad because I was like, man, I saw myself, right? But then after a while, like, then I got ambivalent to it, where it was just like, man, I don't care, another death, another going, right?
But
then in the end, I started like looking around and seeing that people are still affected. And so I'm like, why is death affecting you right now? Why is it hurting you right now?
Because they going through something personal.
It's because they have now turned it on to something personal. And that's not what. And so now, back in the day, in order to go to the hood, in order to see the shit that we've seen, we had to go places to go see it. Now you can just pick up the fucking phone. Right? Now you can pick up the phone and see your king Nipsey slayed, right? They played it over and over again. It went viral. Right? That's like, we can't see Martin Luther King get slayed, right? They weren't filming. They didn't show it when Malcolm X got taken out by his own people.
That's why
who were paid by other people.
He was forced to be quiet and let it roll over, you know what I'm saying?
So like, where are we at right now where we can see our king slayed in front of us?
Yeah, fucked up.
Right? What's going to happen to us now? What's happening to the kids right now? Because we didn't watch that shit, because we grown, we know.
Right.
But what happened to them kids? What are the kids going through?
Yeah.
If we're fucked up, what are they going through?
Just wait and see. Just wait and see. You about to see.
Yeah.
You about to see what the next generation's about to do.
I don't think it's just...
Y'all see what they about to do. You see how already coming about, man. You see how they already are, man. They wild. So like, man, you just wait and see.
I don't know if it's like what it's gonna be in Chicago, where they don't give a fuck. Or if it's gonna be like where some of them give a fuck.
Everything lives on the internet. There's no private fight anymore. There's no you just get into a scuffle with the homie and the next day y'all friends. Now it lives on the internet. Now you're blasted. That's why I don't watch these things. Now you're blasted on the internet. Now you're reminded of every time a memory comes up every year on the anniversary of that upload, you're reminded that you got your ass washed out there. You know, you got to watch yourself get washed pretty much for the rest of your life. So you want to talk, yes, and going hard on you, and your curiosity makes you click on the comments because you have to be strong-minded not to click on the fucking comments and feed into that. So this is the generation that we're raising. That's why I expect more mass shootings. I expect more craziness, bro. I expect it, bro. I expect it. We just saw a nigga shoot somebody at the fucking Waffle House because the man didn't want to buy his food because he bought, let's just say I'm going to buy everybody food and I'm going to give 20, 20, 20, but I only had 60 I wanted to give. And I stopped right at your table. Chick said something, and I know it was into the likings of, oh, you gonna pay for everybody else food, but you ain't pay for our food. I can hear it, bro. I can hear it. When I read the article, I could just hear that voice in my head, just sassy, bullshit. Just like my little brother said, oh, babe, air this bitch out. Sure enough, he go outside, get in a scuffle with the man, end up shooting the man in the fucking head because he didn't want to buy his food, bro. Because he was doing a nice thing. That's why I say I ain't doing nothing nice for bro. I'm not doing nothing.
The dude who was doing the generous act?
Yes. Somebody
killed
shot him in the head because he didn't want to buy their food too. He didn't give them $20 to buy their food. That's why I say I ain't doing shit for grown people too. And it just adds back to my point, bro. Like, yes, nigga, like shot the man in the fucking head for nothing, bro.
Well, somebody the dude asked the old man to give him something to eat and they wanted more.
No, nigga. He paid, let's just say, I don't know how many people. He paid for multiple people food, but stopped at your table.
But stopped at him. Somebody was breaking bread.
And then the next person got mad?
And the last person, he was breaking bread to all us.
At the Waffle House, bro. 3 in the morning.
You weren't in the right spot at the right time. You didn't get your blessing.
It happened like that sometimes, bro. I would have been like that. But I came in Waffle House, already had money to pay for my food. So when you stopped at my table, I would have dapped you up like, man, that was real.
That was some dope shit.
Like,
don't worry about it.
We just talked about
inspired, right? Because do your own shit.
Thank you, bro. Like, and it was a little young nigga too, but that's the fucked up gen that we in right now, bro. Like, this shit didn't make any fucking sense to me, bro. Brother on brother.
You ain't know what didn't make any sense.
You know what? They probably the same shit.
Same old shit.
Dude probably told him,
different day, bro.
Dude probably told him, look, man, my bad.
I'm out.
Right. And he took it wrong, just like the dude. You know what I'm saying? They killed Nip.
But it was the girl said something first though, bro. Like, and women have so much power that they don't know the power of the pussy. Right. Like you could manipulate. How many niggas we seen die out here behind bitches, bro? You know what I mean? How many niggas we seen out here? How many niggas we seen out here go head first behind a woman?
No, man.
Because she said, because she came in there. Not just.
Well, I mean, like we talked about too, like because you got to be the protector, the provider.
Yes, of course.
So
only.
No. You need to get a woman that can handle her own shit.
That's just innate in us. That's what
I'm saying. That's part of it. You know, like you're saying, there's a lot of people that fail going head first because the role is.
I mean, you protect your shit.
It is to protect, but also when your woman is wrong. It's okay for you to tell your woman she's wrong, bro. Like the little video, like if she's the one amping it up, you like, babe, let's go. No, let's, you trying to drag her way to go.
You gotta say
let's go. Like you have to. That is protecting her. That's protecting her from going to jail. That's protecting y'all from getting into a fight. That's protecting. So it's not protection. Doesn't mean throw them up all the time. Protection means I want to make sure you're well.
The correct decision.
Come on, man.
Executing the correct decision at the time of chaos.
Talking about last week, bro. You gotta move as kings, and you shouldn't have been wasting your time arguing with a bum.
Yeah, he's right. But let me tell you,
I'm right.
I know you.
I'm saying the point of
almost got in the fight Thursday.
No. I'm saying the point of moving how you're supposed to move also protects because you wouldn't put yourself in.
But we all slip up, bro.
Yeah, right. And I hear you, bro.
That's a part of growth.
We all slip up. He just talked about this shit, but we all slip up.
That's a part of growth.
That's what I'm saying.
I talk about this as part of my growth.
It's all about shared growth, bro.
Yeah,
it's because we all got to be inside that room last week.
Yeah,
and we all realized how we need to move differently, or try to at least understand our moves. The reason why I say move like a king right now is because so many of us move as otherwise, right?
Exactly.
And so, we put ourselves in fucking situations, me included, dude.
Exactly, all of us, bro.
Myself included. I can give you a whole laundry list of the places where I put my own self in some bullshit. And as I try to get older,
what triggers you?
Right?
Everybody got that different thing.
Everybody got their shit.
You got something that trigger you.
Everybody got their shit. And so, like, I'm over here, like, I'm trying to preach this, man. Like, now in our old age, let's move differently. Let's not revisit the same fucking lessons, dude. There's so many, like, man, this one dude pissed me off so bad. Pert knows. This dude pissed me off so bad I didn't talk to this dude for months, man. Like, had anger on my, not on my heart, but it was still on me because I felt that weight, right? And then, like, you know what? One day I was just like, man, it doesn't even fucking matter.
Because you got to go back to your own shit that you just said.
Well,
why is that bothering me so hard?
I got other shit,
why is that shit got so much power to bother me?
Well, it's like,
because
something more important came up in my life to where it put it in perspective, right? Because it was like my son started acting up, so I started focusing on my son. Then I was like, man, I'm sorry, I wasn't even worried about you. I'm sorry that I didn't even say anything for so long, but I turned my own mind, man. Like I had to get that negative energy away from me because there's so much. Well, there's so much positive around me that I wasn't seeing it, right? Like over at APR when we working our ass off and everything, and it's like, you know, like positive things are happening. People want to be around, obviously, because we're doing some other things, right? We're not doing the normal things. We're doing other things, and so now when people want to be around and shit, it's like, wow, that's positive. Like we must have been positive before a while there. There was negativity in our world, man. We were all going through it.
Exactly.
We were all going through it, just trying to get to like this point where it's like, I think now everybody's starting to breathe a little bit, right? But it's like, man, I'm sitting there and I'm over here fucking around, feeling one way about Nipsey Hussle because he's an entrepreneur and all that shit, just thinking a certain way, and then all of a sudden Dwayne Wade leave and shit.
Yeah.
And then like
it's a lot of emotions, man. I had a tough week with all
like,
that shit.
Why is that? But why is that?
I just processing, bro.
Because you can see different things at instant. Like
you can. It's not about focusing on one thing.
How can you focus on one thing when another swipe of your thumb and entirely different controversies?
So I mean, I had a spiral of a week last week, bro. Like it started off that Sunday, you know, at the store at the same time with Nip, and then going into the week, I was just having okay days, and then Thursday I just had another bad day too at the bar and got into a whole nother thing. But here's where the growth comes into that, right? So I got into the whole thing Thursday. I didn't go over there Friday. We went downtown and rode bikes and did whatever the fuck we were gonna do. Got my mind off it. Cause you know what I told myself? On Friday, I told myself, that's the end of your bad week. Like from now, starting today.
You gotta do that.
You're about to have it. And if Saturday rolls around, go back to the bar, see the guy I got into it with. Apologize to the bar owner too, because I know him personally, but apologize to him. Apologize to his wife. Apologize. I saw the dude there. Apologize to him. And, you know, now me and him on speaking terms again, which it was really behind some BS anyway. This chick, again, interfering into black culture. We're joking. She takes it serious when he walks away, and me and her get into it. And then I was like, I'm sorry you didn't understand what was going on, but I apologize if you felt offended. And she brushed me out, white chick, like, get out of my face, nigga. And that, to me, made me want to spit in her face. So then at that point, I was just like, fuck you, bitch. She's like, fuck you. I'm like, fuck you, fat hoe. Like, whoop, whoop, whoop. And it turned into this whole little thing, you know, out of my care. But alcohol was involved. No, the first time I was sober on Sunday, but alcohol was involved. But it was me. I was like, well, damn, I'm offering an apology. And then you know what I thought about? I was like, she didn't have to accept my apology.
Exactly.
That's her.
How you had to be.
Yeah.
That's how you got to be.
But I know that
you got. Yeah.
I know that
you
my
knew it when it
mind.
happened. Yeah. But when you was in snap mode, it was.
But here's the difference: is like I had the strap in the car. Yeah. Wanted to change all that good shit, right? But it never even crossed my mind to even go get the strap because, like, that's where my growth comes in at. Because when I was young, I would have shot the whole fucking bar up on some wild shit back in the day. Like, but I was like, the growth of me was like, all right, let's go, let's get out of here, boom. We got out of there, went to go get some food. I really didn't even think about it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I thought it was a whole move that he's coming to defend her, but it's his friend. He's like, oh, don't talk to no woman like that, But again, that's his morals and the way he do things. Right. My thing is, you disrespect me, the gloves are off, right? Smoke. So that's just the way that I roll. But everybody rolls differently, everybody rolls differently. And that's right. So that's my growth of learning. Like, all right, you know what? Next time I offer an apology, I'll be like, you know what? Fuck it.
Cause like me,
and walk away. You know what I mean?
And walk away. And we was deep in the bitch when we walked in there, so ain't nobody want no smoke.
Oh no. But I could win that. I could have been.
We had four niggas over 6'3". The biggest nigga in there with us.
But that had nothing to do.
Shout out to my nigga D Rose, man.
That had nothing to do with it, bro. I would have did the same thing. Yeah, I would have did the same. I would have did the same thing if I went up there by myself. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, like. It was foolish. It was behind nothing. He apologized. I apologized. And I even took it as far as be like, next time I see a girl point out to me, because I don't even remember what she looked like. That's how fucked up I was. So I was like, make sure you point out to me. Remember, so I could give her an apology too. I said, even if she don't accept it, I'll just leave it at that. At least I know that I gave it to her, right? So that's I understand exactly what you're saying, but there's gonna be moments, bro. Like I
just want us.
But those moments are for the test, though.
But I want us to all be better. Because
you're right. Those moments are for.
When I see like
I got a lot more in me.
When I see like these 50 or 60-year-old people who are successful, right? Yeah. Like they were talking about Jay-Z. Jay-Z 50 right now, right? He's 50 years old. They were like, man, when he moves into a room, he has so much security around him because, he's a billionaire now.
Right.
So he's a target. Yeah. And it's like, Pert, like, we're rising up in the rankings. We're more upstanding individuals. We're no longer the knuckleheads who will deserve that attention. I'm
getting my own hands dirty.
And so it's kind of like this. It's kind of like, man, we got to start thinking about how much is really on the table right now. Like we got kingdoms now, bro.
I understand that. That's why
I know I talk in king terms and people start brushing me off, but it's like, dude?
No.
My grandfather told me, for real talk, who was the first pharaoh. I was like, what? He was like the guy who wanted it. Because he had to unite the North and the South.
Right.
And he did it through blood. And then after that, his son was descended from the sun.
Right.
Right?
But
that first motherfucker was the one who was
the nigga
who was taking it, who was like, my will is stronger than everybody's, right? Yeah. And so that's what I'm saying is like, man, don't let them get you out your zen, because there's a lot of people out there who are hurting and doing their own shit for their own fucking reasons.
Yeah.
And so like when people start like popping off at me, like, you've seen it. Like, people get disrespectful, and I just look at them because I'm just like, man, you don't even know who you're talking to right now.
Yeah, you gotta.
Like, you have no fucking clue.
That's cool. And
it's like, you know what? They don't. They don't have a fucking clue. They don't know what I'm capable of doing, and I don't even want them to even know.
It's crazy because like I sit there, like I look at people, and I be like, see, man, that person like right here in this minivan could be like a sniper for some organization you don't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you sitting there arguing with this old lady, she probably got everything in that thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
man, my grandmother had 2 guns on her.
I always respect, give respect, and then also you have to in order to see what somebody's truly about too. So
it's true.
I can't truly understand your intentions if I'm disrespectful to you.
Speak to me.
I have to be able to respect you in order to see clearly of what you. And then once I figure out who you are, I have to make that decision to move around. Or I tried to project that, right? That's what I feel like I was doing when I was like, hey, look, my bad, like you didn't get it. But she's making it seem like my apology wasn't an apology because I really wasn't apologizing for what I said. Right. Yeah. I was apologizing because she's jumping in between black culture, right? And to where we're joking. We already had this happen once at that bar where the white girls was like, why are y'all talking about each other? It was like, bro, like it's jokes, it's fun. Like it's not to be taken seriously, but I'm trying to not explain the culture, but like, oh,
I'm sorry that you didn't get it, but this is what it is.
I think you did the right thing because you protected your ecosystem, right? And so I think that was the better move by going back and apologizing, just to apologize, just so that people know, like, you know, if you choose to pop off again, then like you choose to pop off again, but you cool people, right? And so like I don't mind that. Like I don't mind that. I don't begrudge you for that. Because to be honest, man, like. People just don't even know I'm so calm right now, and it's only because of my kids. And it's like, you know, but it wasn't always like that. And like, I don't go out to bars because, frankly, man, when people start drinking and they start getting crazy with me, I say the same things on this show so many times. Lawyers are expensive.
Right.
They start showing their true colors and you see who they really are.
Oh, hell yeah.
Lawyers is damn expensive.
So that's what happened.
Lawyers are expensive.
One thing you said.
Afford a good one.
I talk about a lot, which is like the fact that you actually can control. You have a lot more control over yourself than you think.
Oh yeah.
Like you were saying, it's like, man, I just told myself, man, this is the end of me feeling like this.
Right.
Like, man, you have no idea like how many people don't know that
they
need
to do that.
Oh yeah,
right. They don't know that they can do that for any situation. It's like, you know what?
Everybody can do that.
I mean, not to say that.
Right.
I mean, like when you still stuck in whatever.
That's how it always happened anyway. It's always a point where you finally be like, all right, I'm gonna do it different. You don't realize it until later.
You get stuck in that depression. You get stuck in that, but whatever feeling that's kicking.
And then about to shake these heebie-jeebies and
then you realize there's no difference between the time that you got stuck in that feeling to the time that you actually decided that you're not going to be in it no more. There's no difference.
It's just
besides the fact
you've been putting up
mentally.
So I was like, I always like to tell people, whether it's me talking to students or me talking to my partners that hit me up for advice on different things. Like, you have the power to get yourself out of that situation.
Yes.
You have the power to monitor your thoughts.
Yes.
I do it all the time. I be sitting there like, bro, why am I thinking about this right now?
Yeah.
Like I'm either too blessed or I'm on the way to some business. Why is that on my mind? Like I can stop thinking about that if I want to.
Like you said, it's your test.
Yeah.
That shit is
each time it's your test.
Yeah.
It's
so I mean, I've
been listening to that album.
That whole
Swiss Beat Poison.
Because
while you doing something, the more positive stuff you're doing, the more you're doing, the more tips you're gonna have. It don't care if you just sitting around and something, but the more you trying to progress, that's when this shit gonna keep coming, bro. Keep coming. It come harder and harder. Keep coming.
Whatever you want to speak
that's
into
also
existence.
Something
Whether that's self-peace,
too. It's like you really don't know you're going in the right direction.
Self out of depression. Whether that's a better job, whether that's a girlfriend, a wife, a baby, they say speak it into existence, bro. Like, and that's exactly what I did last week when I was like, and I've had after that, like I've been having a great week. You know what I mean? Like everything is amazing. My shit. I know that nigga was like, I had such a good day, nigga. I'm scared over here. Like I got nervous.
There's actually a condition for that I read on the Facebook that like when like good stuff start happening, you start wondering like, yo, when the next
nigga,
it's not.
Nigga, my day was so good. I ain't have one like this in a long time.
But I once read that the reason why those things happen, right, where we start anticipating it, is because we're looking and we become more diligent, right? So like when you get high, when you get that buzz, right? What happens is that everything becomes more acute, more aware, right? And so because like somebody once said to me that happiness is a decision, and I laughed at them because I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Happiness is money, happiness is this, happiness is that, right? But happiness really is a decision that you make, right?
Yes.
Because you are the only person who defines happiness, right? It took me years, bro. It took me years.
Yeah.
But like, let me just tell you. So like, once you start figuring out what makes you happy, like, right? What makes me happy is creating shit. Everybody who knows me knows I like to create shit. You give me any idea, I'm like, man, let's do that. Let's do that now, right? That's what gets me like buzz, gets me charged, right? And it's like, that makes me happy. But for a while there, I thought that it was the cars that make me happy, the iPhones that make me happy, right? Like, if I had to, like, man, I used to wear both earrings. I got both ears still pierced. I had to have one. Because I said that until I can have a diamond, I wasn't going to wear earrings anymore, right? And then when I could afford a diamond and I realized the false sense of diamonds and how that's not really the truth. And then like I was too grown for these 2 ears in my head that I've had since 1 month old. and that I wore as part of my uniform.
I got you.
And so, like, you know, growth is hard because it's fucking hard and nobody else is doing it half of the time. And so, like, you got to go out on that ledge alone. Right. Dude, because why? Why? It's hard.
Yes, that's why.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man, it's amazing.
It's so easy to be nonchalant and to be like, you know, let me just go ahead and get into my natural feelings.
Man, I would say it's amazing to be sitting here and hearing 4 other brothers just talking like this, man. Because like I'm telling you, man, I don't fuck with. I told you last time, I don't fuck with nobody, man. Because people be on some other shit, man.
Right,
and
man.
like it's the kind of shit I be on, man. It's about growing, man, and
well, because we're I mean, like, I don't know about you, man, but I think a lot of us didn't think we would be here.
Right,
man.
Yeah.
And so, like, the fact that I mean, like, to be honest, the fact that there's there's Travius Jr. in this world, and I'm not the only one, fucked me so much that he'll tell you it was for a couple of years you couldn't even call me Trey because like I couldn't deal with the identity crisis. Because I thought I was going to be the only one. Right. Like, I lost my pops. I wasn't supposed to be a pop. Like, I was living hard. I used to tell people 23, I'm out, son. Like, I'm living harder than all of y'all because I'm out at 23. And it's like, now I'm in my 30s.
Yeah, I'd never imagined
my wife
30.
told me I'm about to turn 40 here in a couple of years. And I said,
my wife told me.
I
was like, whoa, man.
I mean, I'm knocking on that door too, man.
Man.
I mean, everything, like everything that you just said is solid, man. Like, people offer for me to move to Austin, like, man, I can get you 6 figures, I can do this, I can do that, and I tell them no, and everybody's like, why you tell them no? I was like, bro, I'm really happy with my life, and they was like, man, we get more money. I was like,
people say crazy look at you when you say that.
Yeah. Like, people think that my money would, and my nigga still begging for me to come out there. I said, man, you know what? Maybe like after my kids are grown and everybody's out of the house, I don't have to worry about the travel time. They can drive to see me, and maybe then, and that's still a strong maybe, because I was like, bro, I really.
How much money is worth your stress level?
Well, it's gonna.
Like, if you're cool or you good where you at.
Yeah.
How much, you know,
really, and I love my free time, man. Right. So like money, I was telling Tim, I was like, if I wanted to make 6 figures a year, I could do it easy. I'm already knocking on the door.
You maybe sit back and
just my side hustles. Just my side hustles, man. Whether I fix phones, iPads, fucking computers. Like, dog, like my side hustles alone, recording shit, like my side hustles alone, bro, will allow me to make, but I was like, dog, I actually enjoy having time to ride my bike for 2 hours after work and go to the gym for an hour and come home and do nothing for the rest of that time and do nothing on Sunday. Like, I enjoy that. I enjoy cooking for everybody on Saturday while I'm over there smoking weed and cooking for and eat ribs while we're talking shit. Like you said, the creating, that's what, like, community and family, and you know, probably drives my wife crazy at times, because that's just how that's just how I've always been. So if anybody that fucks with me,
you come on Saturday,
that's just how it is. But that's just how. But I know. But that's just how it's. That's how it is. Whether it's crawfish, whether it's cooking, whether it's fights, like, nigga, that's my life. You feel me? Like, and I'm happy with that because it makes me happy to see other people happy. We're all just having a merry old time, you know. So that came with a lot of growth, because I used to be like, man, like always in the streets and I gotta move to this house or that house, and that wasn't even when I was traveling at times. I come pick you up to go ride to the north side to go fuck with this nigga. I don't do all that moving around no more, bro. Like, I simplified my life. Like, it's not, money doesn't make me happy. You know, riding around town, doing drugs doesn't make me happy. None of that shit make me. That's why I don't even do drugs, nigga, because this shit don't make me happy. And it stopped making me happy. Nigga start making me paranoid and delusional and like ready to jump off the building and feel like I'm having a heart attack. So I just move around.
Which kind of fucks with me, right? Because now that we all, like, we've already acknowledged that we thinking differently, right? I was watching the J. Cole, like, Dreamville videos, right? Because now they're all on YouTube.
Right.
Because I always wondered, like, what's a J. Cole, like, show really like? You know what I mean? Like, how can you be that woke for 90 minutes? You know what I mean? Like,
is it like their all-star performance?
It was like they shot it to a point where it made you feel like you were part of an experience. There was kind of a story going on. But it was like everybody had their shit.
I'll be sleep.
Baz had their shit. Yeah, I couldn't. Like, it's only in snippets for me. That's really crazy.
No, he don't have enough energy for me.
I can't hear that many.
On the 20 minutes. On the 20 minutes. I don't want to see Cole for an hour. Not for an hour. 20 minutes.
No, but I don't know about as far as like performance.
He should be dry, bro.
I don't know if I've been fucking with Cole since before he even got on, and like I fuck with Cole. Yeah. I just don't know if I could like be at a Cole concert.
You know, like scared niggas gotta stick together. Man.
I don't know if I can fuck with him like that.
We got too much longer. We ain't got too much longer anyway. Shit. All right, bro. All right, man.
I don't know.
You put in enough work, man. We'll let y'all hear early.
Man, shout out to the man who completed the first APR marathon of being on TV, radio, doing his own show and appearing on the flagship.
Yes, sir.
For everybody who would do it after. For everybody who will do it after, D did it the first time.
Yes, sir.
And so we just
man, that was a nice little run. Deborah Duncan, I mean, man.
Deborah Duncan was a Houston legend, if you will.
Yeah, man.
So like that's pretty cool, man. Man, shout out to everybody just trying to figure out a way right now. I think if nothing else, this whole Nipsey thing hit the culture as a whole.
I love what his mother said about him, man. That was fucking beautiful, bro. I almost cried, bro. Like, and you can see where he got his love from, because her love, even in death, I didn't even see her a tear in her eyes. She said it with such poise too, man. She was happy. Yeah, because she was like, he came here to do what he had to do, man. Yeah. That's why sometimes I wish I'd be in my religious bag, because that should be helping people with things like that, because they just, the faith, man, like, and they just like, look, it can't, I just really,
You ain't gotta be religious.
No. I'm not talking about that, but I'm saying like how dedicated people be to that sometimes, man. Like they'll put that above, and they'll use that as, okay, God just called him home. To me, I'm like, man, my nigga died too young. Fuck that. Like I got family that died way too young. He wasn't done yet. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel about it, though. You know, but that's
that's back into all the beliefs and all that.
But she kept it so real. She wasn't even on no heaven type shit. She was just like his fulfillment. Like, cause she was like, whatever you believe in. She didn't even care. Like, but do believe in something.
It all boils down to one thing. Like, it's still the same faith that we.
Oh yeah, bro.
Because I still believe.
Man, they took a picture of the first black hole today, man. I just can't. We're not limited.
I take what I know from different places and believe in what I believe.
You know, with me and religion, it's like it's not limited to this stupid ass planet. This planet is trash to me, man. Like, it's a beautiful planet that we're trashing, but the people on it are horrible. I told you we can't rewind the clock of this social shit that we got going on. It's only gonna get worse. These hoes took the first picture of a black hole today. That shit just expands my mind and opened up my mind into so many parallels to where I can't. You know, God is God. The universe is my God. Like, that's my God, bro. Like, just universe, right?
Just the fact
because the universe is everything, right? The universe is creation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just the fact that there's still new shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, everybody knows, man, when I went off to college, I lost my girlfriend early through some bullshit, but she passed.
Oh, she died.
Yeah, she passed away. And so, like, being over at TCU, Texas Christian University, I had access to a large archive of all of the religions. I've read the Indian Vedas, which are the oldest books. I read transcripts of the Dead Sea Scrolls. I've seen, man, I read the Bible. And not too many people have ever read the Bible. Read the Bible at least once, just so you know what everybody else is thinking, because they've never probably read the Bible as well.
Exactly.
And so,
exactly. Most motherfuckers ain't read the Bible.
Well, it's really hard to read because if you go to the history of the Bible, and I don't want to get too deep on it, but I like to drop facts for these young kids. The Bible was actually compiled in a meeting called the Council of Nicaea, and so they chose which Bibles to take from and to create the Bible.
Right. Yep. That's why there's John, that, and broken into categories.
It's very much like that, because they compiled all the Gospels, and if you actually read the Bible, then you will know that it's a lot of the same story told from different perspectives. Which will let you understand
perspective
how other people can interpret this one book because they gave you many perspectives of what it's like taking a book of you, book of you, book of you, and book of me.
Yeah.
All about this episode, right?
It's gonna be 4 different stories.
It's gonna be 4 different stories
with similarities in there.
4 different things, right? Where when I'm over here saying peace, Pert will say war because that's how we run.
Right.
So it's like,
you're right.
But in the verses, that's how it would be at. So when I say, when you look at somebody who has faith, I look at them and I'm like, I admire them. It's because you stop questioning. For me, I had to find out. Like once my lady passed, I had to figure out like what happened. Why is there so much shit in my long timeline where I can go, this is shitty? Right?
Yeah, I've been there.
And I was like,
that was my 20s.
Where is the God? And so I look for him in all places. And what I found really and truly, brothers, and this is what I always say to everybody when it comes to religion, is that most of them are the same. Most of them are just preaching self-discipline of yourself.
Yes, sir.
And of your mind.
Yourself.
Right?
That's
because that's the only thing that you can control. Because really and truly, when you get over into all the faith and everything like that, it's for us to coexist with one another.
Okay.
Right? And because we have to coexist with one another, eventually we're rules. Now there's rules in the book that have been reproduced over and over and over again, distorted in many different ways, but the same way you can use a Bible force to enslave a whole slew of people is the same ones that you can free them, right?
Yes. Right.
And so, in the end, man, you got to listen to that one voice inside yourself. And it's like a lot of people say that and they go, what about the crazy people? Man, the crazy people are more sane than you think.
They are.
It's just that they acknowledge that they don't think like you.
Right. And we don't acknowledge that they have a valid point in their thinking. We call them crazy.
No, we call
and
them
then
crazy.
that makes the situation worse.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes the shit all worse.
I could dig that.
I was over hearing about how Dave Chappelle, when he left that $50 million that was on the table,
on Dave, man.
How they
because
were talking
$50 million
about
at a time, that was what, 04?
That was a lot.
That was 04, I think. I mean,
so
in high school. That was when
Ashley Larry was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was over talking about, man, first and foremost, I just wanted to know what was happening with my friend. It would be like if Pert just decided he was just going to go to Africa.
Right.
One, we would be like, who he know in Africa?
Yeah.
Two, he was sitting on that much capital.
Yeah.
Three, my man in Africa.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
right?
But nobody ever thought about that. Because everybody was just like, that man walked away from $50 million.
Well, no, it was the clauses in the clauses in those contracts were flawed. And if you look at what he did with Netflix coming back years later and getting 60 for 3 specials, which was really 2, which he just wrapped 2 up in one. And then probably one of them seemed old sitting on the shelf, and then he gave you some other ones where he
they were all on the shelf.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's not even something
no big shoot either. He did some small intimate shit, with his people.
And
like it was
and smoking a fucking cigarette.
Easy money. With him just sitting talking shit.
If you've never seen Dave Chappelle live, no, real talk.
Have to.
I had the pleasure of it twice. One was over at the Woodlands for like Bob Fest. That wasn't for real.
Right.
That was like, it was his birthday. Somebody like they were doing other shit. But the first time I ever saw him was over at the Laugh Stop over there by Edwards Theater over off of 610 I-10, right? And so that little comedy club over there, Sheila Jackson Lee was giving him some award, and he just had
the improv.
Yeah, and my dude came on over, my boy James, paid $75 a ticket. I didn't even know it was even like that. I was like, man, I was just in attendance. You know what I mean? This motherfucker, man. He took this award. You could just tell it was just like, oh, thank you. Like he just sat there and he stood up in front of me for 5 hours. For 5 fucking hours. And let me just tell you, I don't know what he said. I can't recite any of his jokes because I thought that man was talking to me the whole fucking time. Yeah. And I laughed so hard at so many different points of that 5 hours that when I came out after 5 hours, I was like, man, I can do another 3.
Yeah.
Just because like my man was just like legitimately funny.
Right.
I know.
Just smoking cigarets indoors.
Like
that's how you tell you really good. Like when they let you just smoke in a place you can't smoke. Like my man was just smoking.
Give me a bartender.
They did that with Bernie Mac everywhere they went. Like you can't smoke that cigar in there. Like, okay. Everybody tell those stories, man. Yeah, Dave is the fucking truth, man. Dave is the truth. You know who's not funny though, and I try to the irresponsible whatever Kevin Hart.
I ain't seen the new one.
Boy,
I ain't seen it.
That tells you enough about Kevin Hart right now that nobody.
Kevin Hart is more goofy funny to me than like what you call it.
Grown ass little man. Grown ass little man is funny as hell. Laughing My Pain was funny. The way my bank account set up and
you can tell he creeps like he scripts it like, you know what I mean? I'm not hating him, but I'm saying like he create his shit. He know how to make it, like, you know.
That shit's played out now, bro.
Hey, that's how it happen when it's not.
I think it's
that type of authenticity. You know what I mean? It's
you could say oversaturation, but I really feel like it's just
right. They're all positive, right? He always tries to skew positive.
Right.
He's more family friendly because he's not trying to mess up his bag. But then on top of that, like when I was done with him after the fourth or fifth short joke, because I was like, man, that's all you talking about is just being short, bro.
Yeah, and the kids and
I didn't even get that far, bro. I didn't even get that far.
I haven't seen the new. That's how he is on the new one.
I mean, I haven't.
My wife watched that shit. I didn't watch it. I just in the room, in and out the room, and just sit there and I watch it for a little bit, and he go on for these 10-minute jokes, and I'm just like,
so he not my kind of natural goofy funny, like, see, because you got people like Epps, see, like Mike Epps more of that
but
type
he's still
of
raw
style. But I'm saying, but he the same type of style as far as that goofiness.
Yeah.
But his shit is authentic. He come out the hip with it, and so it's like it's raw. Like you said, it's raw, and that's why it's just so funny. That's what made comedy to me. Funny is the rawness,
aspect
man.
of it. And
funniest comedian I ever fuck with. Shout out, man, Patrice O'Neal, man.
Yeah, shout out.
Patrice O'Neal, dog, was the rawest nigga, man.
They said the same thing. And Patrice O'Neal is funny as fuck.
Corey Holcomb, I fuck with Corey Holcomb, man. That's my dog.
What's my dude name? D-Ray underrated.
D-Ray is very underrated.
D-Ray underrated on stand up, bro. D-Ray is underrated. Every time I saw that man, like, or the Shaq All-Star, whatever, and he wasn't even a headliner on the shit, bro. Like, he ended up being like the nigga on that shit, the funniest nigga on there, bro. Every time, bro.
Yeah.
Every time.
And be killing this.
Yeah, because he just is. Some people are just like naturally funny. Kevin Hart got to do the antics and because if you don't do that shit, you're not gonna laugh. Them niggas just be sitting up there telling something.
Niggas just start talking. That's when you know a nigga funny. When you just talking to a nigga, he just make you laugh. Like,
when that nigga used to be on College View, that nigga used to have his drain nigga talk calm.
Yeah,
and that shit he just be killing the stage.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I mean, that's when you know
they running around shit, live shit to get tired after a while.
Well, it's then you play the same guy in the movies all the time too, though.
Right.
So it's like then we got to see that in the movies, and it. Where's the diversity?
Actors in the movie.
Yeah, where's the diversity with that? You ain't got no diversity with the shit, bro. So it's like it's the same old fucking thing every time, man.
He got his bag. So if he could, he bounce out now.
I'm not even tripping. I just wouldn't rank him amongst.
Not the tops.
Now, if we want to talk marketable and money, yeah, you put him up there, but not up now. No. Because I could go Martin Lawrence, Run Tell That was better than that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Now you can go back to Martin Lawrence and get a better thing than that. Raw. Who else? Chris Rock, old shit. Man, I really can name it on the top.
The new one even you seen Chris Rock?
The new one was funny.
That one was pretty funny to me.
Man,
when I was younger, I didn't fuck with Chris Rock. I don't know why.
I know.
But I was like, women be women be
but that when he got, was it Tambourine or something like that?
I didn't want to laugh too, and then like I had to laugh because I heard it.
you see his face.
Everybody remember that shit. You know they be shot. With that motherfucker.
That'll give you right there that motherfucking look,
he
man.
do them hands too.
Yeah. Nah, that nigga funny as hell, man. Oh, hey, man, maybe Kevin will step it up one of these days, bro. I don't know.
But
somebody told me, they like, man, DL, they tried to tell me DL wasn't funny. I was like, bro, DL was funny, bro. Like,
I fuck with DL.
You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when we go back to, like, Def Comedy Jams and
he used to kill people in the crowd.
Comic View. He used to
kill people in the crowd.
All of them, man. All of them, bro.
That nigga Chris Rock say his epitome moments. That's the right moment when he did a stand-up comedy with Martin Lawrence. And Martin came in there. He's like, "Who's this young nigga?" And this nigga killed it. And he was like, "Oh, that's how." He was like, "That's how he." So he learned some substance from Martin.
Okay.
Because he was already established. Martin came and killed it.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, Martin is underrated.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
But that's what made him. He was like, "That's what."
I think Martin finally getting his credit now. Like, where our kind of generation, you know, that came up with Martin, we kind of put him out there a little more once the...
I think it was just exit from the business though that...
well, you know, they labeled him as one of them crazy motherfuckers too.
That's what he talked about on Run Tell That. He was like, he was on a lot of drugs. When
he was tweaking, but he was going through a lot of shit too.
A lot of shit was going on. But see, back then that used to kill your career. Nowadays, it's a boost, right? Because now you're hot again, right?
But then talk about it.
Yeah, you got to.
You good.
You got to. Yeah.
Go hard on yourself.
Look at Cat Williams.
Yeah.
Like, y'all got that little 15-year-old boy out there choking the fuck out of me. Like, and when Cat said, you gonna laugh because like, nigga, you did let him get you though.
Yeah.
You know, but if you know the biggest thing about anything, man, you make fun of yourself. That's the Eminem tactic on fucking 8 Mile. If you make fun of yourself, can't nobody else do it for you. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. We'll man, look. Hey, I think we're at an hour, but
No, we over now.
Oh, 57. That's all good.
2 hours.
But that was from the other session earlier too. Yeah, man. But we'll get more into that shit as the weeks go, bro. I just wanted to let y'all know Kevin Hart wasn't funny, and I already told y'all that before on one of these previous two or three of these previous episodes when I told y'all he wasn't funny. Well, not funny to me. You can say he's goofy funny. Sometimes he has moments to where it's funny now.
I ain't
but he's not just saying nigga not funny.
If I was conducting a special,
I could see this whole special.
I wouldn't put him on my special. Put it like that.
Yeah.
If I had to pick 5 people to do a special,
so he not your top 5.
He wouldn't make the cut. Put it like that. Yeah, I can say that. And I can, and I ain't even gotta do mainstream hype big niggas like that. Like, but if I had to do big niggas, I can do big niggas, and he wouldn't be in the cut either. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Before I do that, nigga.
Hey, on no cap, I didn't see DC stand up, but I did see DC's on YouTube.
Funny.
I saw Chico Bean shit was alright, but Chico kind of.
What's the other nigga?
Chico does a lot of. He does a lot of crowd participation shit. I went to Wild 'N Out Live.
Yeah, what's the other nigga?
Now Emmanuel was funny.
Emmanuel Hudson.
That nigga.
Who's that nigga with the black nigga with the beard?
Carlos something.
Yeah,
that nigga Carlos.
Yeah, I didn't see Carlos. I seen Emmanuel, Michael Blackson.
Emmanuel Hudson funny.
And then Chico came out there.
Bro, Carlos,
I didn't like how he used to do them little songs and all that shit, but once he got on and he was able to do his own shit,
that
like you can see
stand up
that nigga funny. Like
Carlos,
you see how they take a lot of his ideas from on the Wild 'N Out.
Yeah, true.
They take a lot of his ideas and make other little, little stuff that they do with it.
Ever since he came to that show, I started watching it. It definitely got better. Carlos is funny too, though. There's a lot of cats on the show that hold their weight, man. I think that's why that show has been doing well for so long.
Shout out to Nick Cannon, man. Yeah, Nick Cannon doing this motherfucking thing.
Yeah, next time they swing back through, I gotta go because they cheated me this time because DC he wasn't at the show when I was here. So if they come back again and DC's there, they go get another $240 from me.
They did something at Warehouse.
It's a good time though, man. It was a good time. It wasn't a 30-minute show like the TV show, of course, because they let them come do stand up in between. They do the little games and the same little crap, but the stand up was actually worth the money and it was worth it, bro. Except Michael Black's with them old retired ass jokes. But it was still funny because some of them I didn't hear because I don't follow him. Yeah. But a lot of people were just like, he's saying it already. I was like, see, bitch, that's what you get for following the nigga. Because I'm laughing anyway. I'm laughing anyway, but it's all good, man. Hey, man, we'll wrap. And I appreciate y'all boy for joining. Oh, yeah. Of course.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Please come fuck with us again, man. It's always good to talk to brothers about positive shit in a good light, But
not enough of it.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna leave y'all with a message, as always, man. Hey, you have moments, but in those moments, if you can't define the growth, man, then you just spazzing out for nothing. Because when you think about it, the next day could be a week from now, 2 weeks from now, could be a month from now. But when you sit back and you think and you recollect on it and you can't find out at least what you did wrong or either admit sometimes that it's okay to be wrong, right? Mm-hmm. And apologize.
Yeah. That's it.
And if they don't accept your apology,
fuck them.
but move on. In your mind, fuck him, but move on though. But Trey's exactly right. But yeah, because that's
see, I wild out too.
Fuck me is moving on though. That's your way of moving on. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you, I'm out of here.
Episode.
You gotta be
Emmitt Smith, baby. 22s, man.
Man, Emmitt Smith.
22s, man.
Thank you for tuning in to the Planet Pert podcast. Shout outs to. This is a always press record production.